McCracken County High School. The news is basically this. Long story short, McCracken was like, we are going to resume schooling on August the 28th or something. Hold on. It was like August the 24th is the first day back at school. And that is when we're going to start. And everyone was like, okay. And now they're like, never mind. We're going to wait till like September to reopen the school because of Andy Beshear kindly asked us with humility and reverence to please, if you will, not open the schools. And we're like, okay. Except Andy Beshear was not so kind about it. Supposedly, there's a Facebook post. Let me see it. And this is by, yeah, here it is. All right, this is by a kind man named Nick Suter. Which, by the way, I'm on his profile right now. He's a single man, so, I mean, if any ladies are looking to slide in the okay, actually, well, you know what? He looks a bit old. I mean, don't tell him I said that. I mean, he's not listening, but he looks like he has children. But if you're into that, he's a single man. And he writes a Facebook post that says exactly this. I'm going to read it verbatim, word for word. He says, this is the response from the superintendent of the McCracken County School District after a parent emailed him requesting to restart. Oh, so this wasn't... Okay, what? I thought this was him. You freaking faked us out, dude. Okay, never mind. Well, I'm still gonna read it, but I was under the impression that like he emailed him. I'll just read it anyway. After a parent emailed him requesting to restart in-person learning as scheduled, and he goes, "I could care less if heads roll over this. The government threatening school districts that they will reap the Okay, so he has a screenshot of the email, and it's a concerned parent. Is asking the superintendent of McCracken County School District, what options do we have? What can we do? A concerned parent asked them, and this is the response. I understand there are many opinions and beliefs related to COVID-19. And, all right, so blah, 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 blah. Furthermore, superintendents were informed that we would, quote unquote, reap the consequences. And the responsibility would rest on us if we went against the recommendations. Now listen, this is the governor of Kentucky, Andy Beshear, who's telling, basically, Beshear is telling school owners, you will reap the consequences if you do not follow which, by the way, what do you mean reap the consequences? I don't care what you think about Andy Beshear. I could care less. I know nothing about Andy Beshear. I really don't. I have no knowledge about his politics. I don't know anything about him. But like, come on, like you will reap the what is he, like King George? Imagine he like sets this decree out. He's like, I, Andy Beshear, do decree that all in the land of Great Paducah. This just turned into Sean Connery, by the way. I, Andy Beshear, do decree that all in the land of Great Paducah, over which I reign, I do decree that all schools should close. Because I, the great Andy Beshear, played by Sean Connery, do command the peasants of the land to close the schools, and all who do not obey my decree shall suffer the consequences of my wrath in the form of a public hanging in the town square. This is what Andy Beshear sounds like, by the way. That's what he sounds like in real life. What do you mean, suffer the consequence? What do you mean, reap the consequences? What are you, a lord? What are you like? All in the land over which I reign. By the way, that's the girlfriend from earlier. That's the same voice. All in the land of Dobby the Elf. Dobby the Elf does decree that Harry Potter will take his wand and cut your flippin' throat with it if you don't follow Andy Beshear's command. If you don't follow his command, Harry Potter will take a broomstick and shove it where the sun don't shine. And he'll kill you, man. I'm telling you, he'll kill you. That's Dobby's last words in Deathly Hollows.